What's going on, everyone? We're just getting ready to head out to Western Springs for our opening night. Hopefully it's going to be an awesome night, and we'll see what comes with the Placemakers Cook Street TQ. So we're just a normal night at Western Springs, opening night extravaganza as they call it. We've just obviously had practice a few weeks ago, and we're just ready to rock and roll and see what tonight brings. So for my first race, I believe after looking at the grids, I'll be starting in 11th or 12th, so right at the back on the wet track probably. So let's see what we can do. Hopefully we can move forward some spots to get a good feature start. So after my first heat race, I managed to work my way up to 9th. It wasn't the best, but I managed to work up. I was still driving the car not as well as I could have been. There was some big holes out there on the track, and it was, I just wasn't driving the car to its max, and I was just struggling to get the car in as fast as I probably should have, as the other cars were. But I moved up to 9th. Hopefully my next heat starting off P3 in the second heat will help me a bit more, so we'll see what happens in that one. Unfortunately for my second heat, starting 3rd, as we were on the dummy grid, I realised I had no brakes. I was just pumping the pedal right to the floor. We decided we'd go out and see what would happen after the first lap, see if I could pump up a pedal. Unfortunately, as you could see, I came flying into 2 and 3 and 4, and everyone checked up, and I had to yank the car hard right so I didn't hit anyone because I had no brakes. So that's unfortunate to drop my best starting grid heat race, because it's going to mean I'm going to be starting right down at the back of the field for the feature, and the track is hard to pass. It is very rough, but they're doing everything they can to try to give us a good racetrack for a feature, so I think I'll be starting about 16th, so we'll see what happens. So the feature race last night was hard to explain. It was good, bad, average. I don't really know. I finished 11th from 16th, so I moved forward. It was quite a few wrecked cars because it was just so hard to race on. Everyone was just sort of running one lane and just making sure not to tumble over each other. And with my car, we just struggled to get it hooked up. Like, whether it was me driving it weirdly or just setup-wise, I just couldn't get the car to hook up into the turns and get me out properly. So I was really struggling on that front. But we've obviously washed it all now. We've had it on the scales, just checking to make sure what we did. And we're just going to review it, study it, and hopefully come back next week for the International Sprint Cars Round 1 to see what we can do there. So we're looking forward to it, and hopefully see you guys soon. Cheers.